Hey guys, I'm back. Or if you're new here, I guess I'm here. Anyways, a little while ago, I built a desk for Choi Boy, partnering with Red Bull to make a cool desk that was like a transformer where the monitor come out of the desk could go up and down, and it all worked independently for like a million different seating positions. And recently, FlexiSpot approached me about building something else with a sit-stand desk, and I really wanted to explore that concept more about that transformer style desk, but I wanted it to be practical for something that I'm into. So while I've been away, I've been really working on my fitness and my mental health, just really trying to get myself back into the right mindset. And I've been doing that through a lot of cycling. Well, it got really cold here in Missouri and I want to continue cycling. So my wife got me a new smart trainer that I'm going to use throughout the winter to just keep on my fitness. But I wanted to build a pain cave, is what they call it, where I could go and practice indoor cycling and be able to enjoy it just a little bit while I'm sitting there on the trainer, riding in virtual worlds and going after virtual king of the mountains. So I decided to make a sit-stand desk that worked more as a platform that I could use to house a monitor to display my virtual games like Zwift and Sufferfest on. And then I also wanted to mount fans to it, have a place to store a mouse and keyboard, keep snacks and things like that, but also hide away into like just a nice little desk spot if I wanted to tuck it away in a corner. I'm probably gonna just leave it in the little pain cave that you're gonna see a montage of as I build this, but just using part of my basement to just kind of have a self-contained cycling area. So let's get into this project. It's gonna be pretty simple with some basic assembly. It's kind of in between like shop furniture and like really pragmatic like utility furniture in the house. And I'm not totally sure how I feel about the design elements of it yet. So feel free to let me know in the comments if you think there's some tweaks that I could do to the design to revisit it and make it a little more eye-catching. But I really do like the functionality, and I think it's a really nice place to ride a bike. And enough talking about it, let's just jump into it. So key to this design was being able to lift a TV, a desk, and all the things that I would have on this workstation, and being stable enough to use in a standing or sitting position with the monitor raised or lowered. And what was really important is having nice stable feet, which the FlexiSpot sit-stand desk does have. It also has two powerful motors that are able to lift almost 300 pounds on the desktop. So that allowed me to put the TV up there and build to my heart's desire. This would be great for like a setup if you wanted to build like a live slab desk or things like that as well. This is their DIY kit that just comes with the lift itself, and then you just add whatever desktop you have. So whether you have a piece of wood that you want to use as a desktop, or whether you want to build something crazy like this is the FlexiSpot desk that'll work for this. I've got the link down in the description if you want to check that out. They actually provided this for me as part of the video, but they didn't give me any compensation for including it in this build. I just got excited about building something with it.
Like I said earlier, this piece is going to be really pragmatic furniture built with 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch plywood. I joined everything with glue and brad nails, and since plywood bonds well enough without any joinery, that should be good enough. The top of the desk would be a hollow shell for storage that I could cut a rectangle out of to allow the TV to raise up and lower down into it. To keep dust and sweat away from the TV, I built a box out of 1/2 inch plywood that would cover the TV when it was under the desktop. I attached a 3/4 inch plywood back panel to mount the TV lift to, so the TV lift would raise and lower with the desktop. It's just a feature I really wanted to have. I can't wait until roll-up OLEDs are a thing. They'd make some of my designs so much more practical. Once everything was dry fit, I installed the TV lift onto the back panel, quickly sanded everything down to 220 grit before finishing everything with clear polyurethane. I also tried hooking up 3 fans to a router speed control. That way I'd be able to turn the fans on and off from one central location, as well as controlling the speed. All I did was plug these into the router speed control with a 3-plug splitter, and then from there I could use the speed control on the router as long as the fans were set to their maximum speed to vary between the lowest and highest speeds the fans could spin at. I tried to use soft close hinges to install the flap to cover the TV when it was down, but they just don't have enough travel and there's too much resistance. I'll need to go back to the drawing board. Probably just a simple piano hinge would work better. I need to look for a better hinge to allow the flap to get out of the way though. I installed my fan control contraption onto the bottom of the pane station after assembling it in place down in my basement. The lift would allow me to eventually put a treadmill under this desk if I wanted to, or to start using running smart apps indoors as well. It also allows me to dial in exactly where I want the fans to hit me while I'm doing a hard effort on the bike. I wanted to dress up the space a bit, so I used some untreated rough cedar fence planks as a wall covering to make the room smell nice and give myself a little more pleasant place to work out than a corner of my basement. If you're into cycling and have any interest in training over the winter, a smart trainer like this one is awesome for keeping you motivated. The gamification of riding in Zwift really keeps me excited to get on the bike when it's cold and nasty outside. I still have a long way to go on my fitness journey, but hopefully now that I took away bad weather as an excuse, I can keep grinding through the cold months or nasty days. Thanks for checking out the video. There is a lot more stuff to come soon, so stay tuned and get subscribed. Remember to keep your tools sharp and keep your mind sharper.